Hey guys, we're going to hit the science book again. We're going to go to lesson 5. We're going to skip to 5, all about systems. I'm going to read it. If you guys want to stick around while I read it, that's great. But I want you guys to work on 37, page 37, and 38, all right? So wrap up at the bottom of 38. Like I said, I'll read it if you want to read it with me. If not, you can read it on your own. But upload those questions on 37 and 38, okay? All right, systems. Many of the things scientists study are systems. A system is a group of parts that work together and affect one another. Everything on Earth is part of one or more systems. Systems and their parts. All systems are made up of parts. The parts of a system can be natural or human-made. They can be living or non-living. The parts of a system can be ideas, energy, or even other systems. The parts of a system have different roles or jobs. Each role is different. If one of the roles is not filled, the system may not work. For example, a ballpoint pen is a system. One of the parts of the system is a tiny ball in the tip of the pen. The ball rolls around in the tip when someone writes with the pen. The role of the ball is to spread the ink evenly on the paper. If the ball gets stuck and cannot move, it cannot spread the ink. The pen will not work. Believe it or not, there's a little ball at the tip of this pen that when I'm writing, doing my math, it rolls around. So sometimes they call it a roller ball pen. But if it gets stuck, the ink's not going to come out. The system won't work. The picture below shows the system. Which of these best describes the role of part 1 in this system? To process and store information, to show information to a person, to let a person type information, or to print information on a piece of paper. Okay, well, 1 is the screen, right, or the display. So I don't think that stores information, so I could get rid of A. I do think it shows information, so I'm not gonna choose it though, because I want to read everything. I think 2 is the keyboard that lets you type, and D helps you print information on a piece of paper. I don't even see a printer here, so I'd definitely go with B for that one. Okay, shows information to a person. By the way, now, what would this mostly be? Probably a tablet, right? Or somebody's phone. Still a system, but all these parts work even closer together. They're even smaller. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got it right. It was the screen. Examples of human-made systems. Most of the things we use every day are human-made systems. Human-made systems include bicycles, computers, maps, the internet, electric lights, and water pipes. Most human-made systems are made up of non-living human-made parts. The pictures below show the parts of 2 human-made systems. Okay, parts of a car, system of roads. Which of these systems is most likely made up of non-living human-made parts? Well, a mountain could have some living things on it, right? So I don't know about that. I might put a little X by that. I don't think there's a lot of living things in a telephone. I think it's mostly human-made. Spider's web is definitely have living parts. A long river, I think, is going to have some living parts. But I think this human-made system is going to be B, because it's a telephone that's human-made, probably all plastic or rubber, so, or metal, right? So I think that B's the choice there. It says, remember that systems made of non-living human-made parts are human-made systems. A mountain, a spider's web, a river are not human-made systems. Therefore, they are not made up of non-living human-made parts. Choices A, C, and D are incorrect. A telephone is a human-made system. Choice B is correct. Not all human-made systems are made up of parts you can touch. Some human-made systems are made up of ideas. Many of these systems are important in science. Scientists develop these systems as they learn about how the world works. Systems of ideas help scientists understand how different parts of the world are related. Examples of natural systems. Earth is made up of many different natural systems. Living things, rivers, mountains, oceans, and even Earth itself are all examples of natural systems. The parts of a natural system can be living or non-living. The parts in a natural system are not human-made. Each part has a certain role. The picture below shows an example of a natural system. Okay, so what do we have? We got some animals out here. Maybe they're deer, elk, out by a river. Now, plants are living, trees are living, could be some rocks, could be some dirt that's non-living, but they all kind of interact together in this system, or an ecosystem, as you'll see. The forest system in this picture is an example of an ecosystem. An ecosystem is all the living and non-living things in an area. Plants, animals, and other living things are living parts of a forest system. Rock, soil, water, and air are non-living parts of a forest system. There are many different kinds of ecosystems. Each part of an ecosystem depends on the other parts. For example, think of the soil in a forest. Many organisms depend on soil. Some animals live in the soil or get their food there. Plants get water and some nutrients from the soil. However, the soil depends on organisms too. Plant roots hold the soil in place when it rains. Nutrients from dead organisms go back into the soil and help other living things grow. In many forests, rabbits eat young plants, and owls eat rabbits. What might happen to the plants if all the owls died? Explain your answer. If the owls died, what would eventually happen to the rabbits? Explain your answer. Well, the rabbits eat the plants, owls eat the rabbits. So, isn't it kind of a chain? If there aren't enough plants, the rabbits don't have enough to eat. If the rabbits leave, what are the owls going to eat? So the systems interact. It says, when owls eat rabbits, the number of rabbits goes down. Therefore, if all the owls died, there would probably be more rabbits. If there are too many rabbits, they might eat all the plants. If the rabbits ate all the plants, there would be no plants left for them to eat. The rabbits could die out if they didn't have any food to eat. Sounds like a riddle, right? How can you have one but not the other? Okay, last page. Food and fiber systems. Some systems have both natural and human-made parts. A farm has buildings and machines that people make. A farm also needs materials from nature, such as sunlight, water, and earthworms. Perhaps you know that many foods such as milk, fruit, vegetables, and eggs come from farms. But where do foods such as popcorn or French fries come from? French fries. People might buy these items at a store or restaurant, but these foods also started out as crops on a farm. French fries are made from potatoes. Farmers grow the potatoes and ship them to a factory. The factory cleans, cuts, and cooks the potatoes. Now the potatoes are French fries. The factory packages the fries and ships them to restaurants where they are heated and served to customers. Popcorn starts out on a farm as kernels of an ear of corn. Farmers harvest the corn and ship it to a factory. At the factory, the kernels are removed from the corn cob and may be heated to make them pop. The factory may put the popcorn in bags and ship it to stores. Some factories bag the corn kernels and ship the bags to stores and movie theaters. Farms, factories, and stores are all parts of a larger system called the food and fiber system. In this system, people use material from farm plants and animals to make products such as foods and clothing. People move materials from farms to factories where the products are made. Then people move the products to stores where customers can buy them. In the food and fiber system, materials move from farms to factories. Products from factories move to stores. They grow it, make it, cook it, bag it, send it to the grocery store. Trucks, roads, trains, airplanes, and boats are also part of the food and fiber system. Without ways to move materials and products from one place to another, the system could not work. There you go. All right, you guys can do these on your own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. excuse me. Take a picture, upload, and remember, show me the ones you eliminate. So I don't think it's A, eliminate that. I don't think it's D, eliminate that. So if you can eliminate 1 or 2 or 3, find the answers that are wrong if you can't find the right answer, okay? Okay, guys, go to it. Good luck.